So ayun, I'm here to teach you nourishing life, understanding and managing iron deficiency anemia. So first, to treat your anemia, so ma-understand mo if ano yung symptoms or kung paano nagsisimula ang anemia. So, meron tayong objectives dito. First is to define iron deficiency anemia and its causes. Second is identify risk factors, stages, and symptoms, and understand how anemia affects the body and health, and explore the impact of poor diet and blood loss, and recognize the consequence and treated anemia, and practice using natural remedies and iron-rich foods, and appreciate quotes that encourage healthy nutrition, and last, reflect on caring for the body through biblical values. So, meron ako ditong pre-test, and sasagutan mo lang siya ng true or false, wala siyang right or wrong answers, kung ano lang yung na-relate sa'yo. So, first is, true or false, iron deficiency anemia is caused only by poor nutrition. False. Second is, fatigue and weakness are common symptoms of iron deficiency anemia. Next is, only adults can develop iron deficiency anemia.
False.
Next is, iron helps carry oxygen through the blood.
True.
Eating enough iron-rich food can prevent iron deficiency anemia.
True.
Next is, men are the higher risk of iron deficiency anemia than women.
False.
Okay. Next is, chronic blood loss can lead to iron deficiency anemia.
True.
Next is, anemia has no effect on physical activity on brain function.
False.
Next is, iron absorption can be improved by consuming vitamin C and rich foods.
True.
Lastly is, untreated anemia can lead to serious health complications.
True.
Okay, thank you. And next, I'm gonna discussing what's iron deficiency anemia. Iron deficiency anemia is a type of anemia that occurs when the body does not have enough iron to produce adequate amount of hemoglobin, the substance in red blood cells that enables them to carry oxygen to the tissues. Without iron deficiency, the body can produce enough healthy red blood cells, leading to produce oxygen delivery to organs and muscles inequality. What causes and risk factors of iron deficiency anemia? Iron deficiency anemia happens when body lacks enough iron to produce healthy red blood cells that can result from diet, heavy periods, blood loss, or problems absorbing iron that most of risk include women, pregnant individuals, teens, young children, vegetarians, and people with limited access to nutrition foods. Like yung kagaya say, di ba, every month meron kang heavy period. So, parang nagkaano siya ng blood loss. Blood loss. Kasi nga, heavy yung period mo. So, stages and symptoms of iron deficiency anemia. Yung stages is severity, mild anemia, moderate anemia, and severe anemia. And yung symptoms naman is fatigue or weakness, fails or pallor, especially noticeable on the face, inside eyelids or nails. Next is shortness of breath, especially during physical activity, dizziness and lightedness, cold hands and feet, headaches, chest pain and rapid heartbeat, and poor appetite, and difficulty concentrating, and poor memory. How anemia affects the body and health? Iron deficiency anemia affects the body by reducing the number of healthy red blood cells and the amount of hemoglobin, a protein that carries oxygen. This leads to less oxygen reaching tissue and organs, causing symptoms like fatigue, weakness, pale skin, shortness of breath, and dizziness. Impact of poor diet and blood loss is yung not eating enough iron-rich food and losing blood, often like heavy period or stomach problems, can lead to iron deficiency anemia. When your body doesn't not get to keep enough iron, it can make enough healthy red blood cells. This can make really tired, weak, and dizzy, and it can be hard to focus. Over time, it can even affect your immune system or how well you grow and think, especially in young people. That's why eating right and treating any blood loss is really important. Consequences of untreated anemia. Untreated anemia can lead to serious health issues over time. It reduces the oxygen supply to organs, causing fatigue, weakness, and poor concentration. Long term, it can strain the heart, leading to problems like enlargement or failure. It also weakens the immune system and affect growth and development in children, increasing the risk of infection and poor school performance. What is natural remedies in iron-rich foods? It's first is take iron with vitamins like orange juice, lemon, bell pepper to enhance absorption. Next is avoid drinking tea, coffee, or milk with iron-rich milk. Iron-rich meals as they block absorption. Katulad ng pag-iinom mo ng kape. Yan. Address heavy menstruational bleeding, ulcers, or chronic blood loss with the healthy care providers. Eat citrus food that like bell pepper or tomatoes with rich meals to boost absorption and treat underlying issues like chronic bleeding, gut health problem, or menstruational balance with medical guidelines. Yung mga iron-rich food is the beef and chicken liver, yung red meats like beef, lamb, and poultry, especially dark meat. And yung seafoods like sardines, clams, tuna, tas yung mga chia, and sesame seeds and nuts, cashew, almonds, dry fruits, apricot, raisins, and figs. Meron pala akong activity dito. Ito. Mag-write ka lang ng steps para ma-improve mo yung iron levels. Basta ng ballpen ko. Isulat na lang dito yung mga parang way mo para maiwasan yung anemia. Eat high proteins. Avoid coffee and tea. Para, pag nag-birth ka, nagko-coffee ka, so iwasan mo yung pagko-coffee ka. Sleep early. Para hindi ka napupuyat. Matulog ka ng maaga. Tapos ito yung mga, example na ginawa ko. Yung first step is to, avoid tea, coffee during iron-rich food meals. Tapos yung next step is pair iron sources with vitamin C, and yung last step, add at least one iron food to your daily meals. Tapos, mayroon akong quotes. Tapos, ayan, being healthy is a success that many people forget to celebrate. By David Stenio, PhD. And yung biblical value naman na nahanap ko sa Google is yun. Dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health and that all may you go well with you, even as your soul and getting along well. Tas, meron ako ditong bookmark na ibibigay sa'yo. And may quotes din dyan. Tas last, may ipapanood ako sa yung video kung bakit nagsisimula ang anemia.
Today's topic is anemia in kids. Anemia caused by iron deficiency can cause long-lasting developmental effects in children. Anemia occurs when the red blood cells in a person's blood are lower than normal. It also happens when the hemoglobin in the red blood cell is too low. Low hemoglobin levels mean there is too little oxygen or too much carbon dioxide in your body. Types. Number 1, iron deficiency anemia. Your body needs iron to make hemoglobin. Poor dietary intake can lead to low levels of iron, thereby decreasing the amount of hemoglobin in the body. The most common type of anemia is the iron deficiency anemia. Most times, most people don't know they have this condition and chalk their symptoms up to other causes. Number 2, microcytic anemia. This type of anemia is defined by the size of your red blood cells. People with microcytic anemia have small and pale red blood cells. This shows a decrease in their ability to transport oxygen. Number 3, macrocytic anemia. This form results from red blood cells that are too large. These large red blood cells don't perform the same work as normal red blood cells because they are not mature. Number 4, hemolytic anemia. In hemolytic anemia, your red blood cells are normal in shape, size, and function, but their lifespan is cut short. They die off quickly and faster than they can be replaced. Number 5, sickle cell anemia. In sickle cell anemia, red blood cells are C-shaped and become sticky and rigid. The abnormal shape makes these cells prone to getting stuck in blood vessels, causing pain, tissue damage, and even blood clots. There are several forms of sickle cell anemia, but they are all inherited genetic conditions that appear in the first few months of a child's life. Number 6, thalassemia. Thalassemia is a group of blood disorders that affect the proteins that make up hemoglobin. Number 7, aplastic anemia. This is a type of anemia where your bone marrow doesn't produce enough red blood cells. A lot of things can cause damage to the bone marrow, and this cause of this type of anemia has multiple contributors. Some of these contributors are radiation, chemotherapy, autoimmune disease, and certain viruses like HIV. Symptoms of anemia in kids. Symptoms of anemia in kids are quite similar to those in adults, but depending on the child's age, they may have a hard time telling you how they feel. Some of the most common symptoms in children with iron deficiency anemia include stuffy nose, cough, diarrhea, vomiting, pale skin, irritability, and cognitive or developmental problems, among others. Other forms of anemia have a variety of symptoms, but they can also develop without any symptoms. Causes of anemia in kids. The cause of anemia depends on the type, but for many children, it is the result of a genetic condition that affects how red blood cells form. Iron deficiency anemia in infants and young children is linked to poor diet when there's a delay in introducing iron-fortified foods or iron supplements. Diagnosis. It can be difficult to diagnose anemia in young children because symptoms can be mild or the same as other conditions. Your doctor will ask about individual and family medical histories. A complete blood count test will be done to count all the blood cell types in your body. Anemia can be diagnosed by comparing your child's red blood cell count to normal ranges. Treatment. Treatment depends on the type of anemia, the severity, and any underlying conditions that contribute to the problem. Iron deficiency anemia is usually treated with iron supplements and dietary changes. Your doctor may also suggest you increase the amount of iron-fortified or iron-rich food in your child's diet. For example, eggs, iron-fortified cereals, dark green leafy vegetables, and beans. In severe cases, your child may require blood transfusions.
Thank you for what?
May ipapanood pa ako yung 5 process to treatment anemia naturally. Di ba yung kanina yung pinanood ko is kailangan ng supplements. Tapos ito naman, kung paano mo magagawa ng paraan para para maiwasan siya.
Hey guys, Dr. Axe here, Dr. Functional Medicine. Today I'm going to share with you my 5-step process to treat anemia naturally. What are the best anemia cures? You're going to find those in this video, including the best diet, supplements, along with triggers that can trigger anemia you absolutely want to watch out for. The first step in overcoming anemia is really nourishing your spleen. Your spleen is an organ that is responsible for red blood cell production as well as keeping fluids together in your system. And if your spleen isn't healthy, that's one of the first factors that's going to cause anemia. And there are specific foods that will actually help nourish your spleen, helping you overcome anemia naturally. That first food group would be squash, specifically things like pumpkin, acorn squash, butternut squash, spaghetti squash, those bright orange colored foods. Think fall harvest, those sort of foods are going to be fantastic for nourishing the spleen. So step number 1 is nourishing your spleen, and I would recommend getting 1 to 2 servings of squash in your daily diet. If you want some ideas, you can check out some of my recipes there on draddis.com. The other thing that's very important for nourishing your spleen with blood cell production are going to be green leafy vegetables like spinach, kale, and chard. Doing 1 serving of those a day, something like a kale salad or sauteed spinach, is also very nourishing to your spleen. And last but not least, our bitter foods are great for the spleen, specifically things like romaine lettuce, arugula. You can even do bitter herbs before a meal as a supplement, but anything that's sort of a bitter food is very, very nourishing to the spleen. Step number 2 to help you naturally overcome anemia is you need to start getting your gut healthy with probiotics. Now listen to this principle. It's not you are what you eat, it is you are what you digest. If you're not digesting properly and absorbing and assimilating nutrients properly, you're not absorbing iron. So for a lot of people, you might even be taking iron supplements and they're not working. The reason is that your digestive system isn't healthy and you probably have a condition called leaky gut. And leaky gut doesn't allow you to properly absorb iron as well as certain other vitamins like vitamin B12 and magnesium and zinc. And so you could be deficient because you don't have a healthy gut. And probiotics are really the first key into restoring your digestive health. In fact, a recent medical study out of Stanford found that when somebody supplements with probiotics, all of their B vitamin levels go up along with their iron. So listen, treat the root cause, not the symptom. So many doctors today say, hey, just go and take this iron tab. It's not fixing it. You've got to be able to absorb the iron tab for it to work. So for that reason, you want to add in probiotic-rich foods like real homemade yogurt, goat's milk kefir, sauerkraut, and other probiotic-rich foods. And then taking a probiotic supplement, typically 50 to 100 billion IUs daily, can definitely help support your iron absorption. Step number 2 in overcoming anemia is getting those processed and junk foods out, especially excess sugar and anything that can cause candida. You know, oftentimes candida and anemia are linked, and so if you ever notice a white color on your tongue or in the back of your throat, or if you ever tend to get any sort of yeast issues, you know that's candida, and candida will block iron absorption. And so diet is key. And so in order to really overcome that, you've got to support the spleen like I talked about earlier, but also eliminate processed sugars and grains. So again, if you are doing a lot of sugars, pastas, bread, cereals, any type of grain product or sugar product, that's going to feed yeast. Replace those with healthy fats in your diet, or if you're going to use a sweetener, raw local honey in small amounts, a tablespoon most of the time, or stevia is the best option in terms of sweeteners. The next step in helping you overcome anemia is going to be actually consuming iron-rich foods. And some of the best include foods like liver. In fact, beef liver is by far, chicken liver are by far the highest. And that might sound gross to you, consuming liver, but I'm telling you, if you buy organic chicken liver at your local farmer's market or at your health food store, you can put it in a crock pot with chicken in equal ratios, or about 1/3 liver, 2/3 chicken, and do a big crock pot with vegetables like carrots, celery, onions, sea salt. Do a big crock pot with some liver in there, and that is the perfect meal to help replenish your liver, and as well as liver is very high in iron, as I just discussed, which is important. And so again, getting liver in your diet. Also, other iron-rich foods you want to be getting in your diet, look towards meat, specifically grass-fed beef. Bison is fantastic, and lamb, but think organic grass-fed red meats are some of the highest foods in iron. Also, spinach and kale and chard, getting those green leafy vegetables in. So again, an ideal meal might look like that crock pot soup I talked about earlier. Another idea would be a bison side spinach, fantastic for helping you overcome anemia. And last but not least, lifestyle and reducing stress. If you're emotionally stressed out, if you struggle with unforgiveness, anger, or have chronic worry and anxiety, those things really deplete your spleen and your liver and will exhaust those organs. So really make sure that you are scheduling in times of relaxation, times of fun during your week, getting plenty of sleep at night. Those things will really help recharge your system and body. And if you do those things, you're going to see fantastic results in overcoming anemia. And last little bonus tip here, in Chinese medicine, again, anemia is very closely related to spleen, and certain herbs actually help support the spleen, especially ginseng. Ginseng is known as an adaptogenic herb that helps your body better deal with stress. So adding in a supplement like ginseng may also help really in supporting healthy blood, and it feeds another superfood that really helps with a healthy circulatory system and healthy iron levels. So guys, this has been myself, Dr. Axe, talking about anemia natural treatments and natural cures for anemia. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And hey, if you want to learn more about the best ways to heal naturally, make sure you subscribe here to my YouTube.
So, ayan. Yun yung napanood natin is pigilan yung pagpupiyat, tsaka i-release, pag-relieve ng stress. Mag-ano ka ng mga gawain mo. Like, mag-exercise, mag-join sa mga para ma-relieve yung stress mo, ganun. Kasi yun, tigilan mo yung pag-inom ng coffee or i-maintain mo siya sa pag-inom, like, hindi siya ganun. Tapos, magkain ka lang ng mga fruits na rich sa iron at sa vitamin C. Ayun lang. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sa'yo pala ito, bibigay ka. Para ko pala yan sa'yo. Thank you.